Basically, I guess tying back to what we've mentioned before a lot of the times is like when people say they've gotten kicked out of games or this and that, or just feeling like they aren't a part of the whole community. Do you feel like when you say stuff like I'm a woman gamer, or I'm a female, or is that really something that we should strive for, to put ourselves in a category, basically, to stereotype ourselves?
Oh, like
Isn't
the
it just
gamer
creating...
girl identity.
Mm-hmm.
Does your gender impact and shape the kinds of games or the kind of contribution that you would make to the gaming industry?
Thinking about how the way that men think and the way that women think psychologically, they're two very different thinkers.
There's different complexes and social and superficial boundaries and limitations between men and women, but the way we fundamentally think as a species, I don't think we still feel fear and have ambitions the same. So I don't think it's necessarily that much different. It's just the input that you're getting from your education.
So I say the superficial is more important than that. I mean, it really does affect how you think.
Yeah.
I think everyone's superficial in some way, and that would show in the games you make, in the games you decide to develop or program.
How are you using superficial?
Yeah,
How do you mean?
I don't know. I mean, like you're saying that everyone's the same, basically. Like gender roles aside.
For the most part, I'm saying that when you go to the core thought process of a human being, and my point was that there's it does, the superficial boundaries that we set in front of each other and our identities, that definitely it does affect our games, but those are things that are so easily peeled back, with time. I shouldn't say easily, but with time.
The reason why it is that way is because someone originally said we need to put a category on this thing, and then it just kind of went from there.
Yeah.
So we have to take that away instead of saying, women are this way, men are this way, so it's going to be this way. So you just gotta, like you were saying, you just have to be more broad in that everyone is the same, and that every single person is different regardless of their age, their gender.
It's like, I can't remember. There's actually a story that goes with the dolls, with playing with action figures, of how it started. Is just like before, it was kind of a thing where dolls were considered a girl's toy, and boys played with baseball bats, baseball gloves, fake guns, and everything. But they just said, hey, you just put a gun in this doll. It's a doll, and then you just package it differently, and now boys play with dolls now. And that's I don't know. It's going back to that. Just that's a superficial boundary.
Do you know that the color of your skin, your background, how you were raised, your gender, your sexual orientation, your language, your culture, that those things shape who you are and how you see the world? And people are treated differently, because of their classes too. And so all of those things, not just gender, but all of those things make a difference in how you experience the world.
It's not going to necessarily matter whether they're male or female. It's going to matter what they think and where they come from and what their beliefs are. That's what's going to make the major impact on whatever games they're making.